Hello, this is SoLaMee. Today I want to talk about something that people probably know on some level, but I want to give more relevance to it. Every moment, all of life, in a way, votes. It chooses. It aligns or it doesn't. It steps right or left. It moves forward or backwards, or it stays where it is. Every moment. Herds of wildebeest do this. Insects do it. Birds in the sky do it. And a mermation is when they're more profound looking because they decide, all individually, but collectively, to move as one. Nature helps us see these things so we know it's possible. And as human beings, we tend to not move as one. We tend to not understand why sometimes when we do move together, it looks more like a mob or, something, maybe even like everybody's shopping at Walmart at once or something. But it's not actually very purposeful. Does it disturb us sometimes? Yes. So there's a lot of thought given into, do I align? Do I move towards this or do I not? And honestly, it's the ultimate decision to awaken to that um, empowerment. It's in everyone. We can align or not. We can go towards it or not. We can believe in something for a moment before we have all the facts, but maybe our gut feels it, so we go with it. So, instantaneous decisions. And again, when you look at nature, there's nobody having a chat about, I don't know, should we go with Joe over there who leads the elk, over to the safer pastures. They don't do that. And the funny thing is, when you study nature, the biggest bull elk isn't actually the one that leads the herd. It's fascinating, but it's a collective down to the tiniest, and they do it instinctively. And the last one to actually decide to go is the bull elk, the male dominant. So it's funny, but we need to learn more from nature so that we can solve more problems as humanity's coming in and out of more and more challenges, with mostly just more and more of us on the earth. If anything, that's just enough right there to create a need for more collective understandings to have sustainable life and not just burn ourselves out. You could say we've had some other periods in history which look kind of like mass extinctions almost, and they've been called that in some books in recent years. Um, but either way, whether it's an asteroid hitting the Earth, which of course doesn't really seem to have anything to do with collective bargaining or everybody's decision, it just seems like kind of a random thing. But is it really? Is it really? What if everything, including flying objects from space, are a reaction to an inner decision by masses of life all at once deciding something? I believe that's why we have bigger events like pandemics, because so many internal moment to moment choices were made by life itself to try something new. We got to pivot, all of us, or a lot of us, to get through some things, to clear some things, to reboot maybe how things are going to work. It's hard to see it, but it harkens for a better day when we can do a little more for the whole, not for all me, and my little world. Yeah. That has never been what I call part of healthy consciousness. Healthy consciousness takes in the whole. It can't not. It just does. It knows it has an effect on everything every moment. So a single person who knows that everything they do, everything they feel, registers energetically on the worldwide stage, believe it or not. It's the old saying, like the flapping of the wings of a butterfly ripples across space-time. Everything is doing that all the time. And that should make you pause. That should make you want to sit for a minute and maybe not do a whole lot, just for a moment, and actually regroup, clear your head. What is my energy doing today? What am I magnifying in the world with my emotions, with my beliefs and my thoughts? All those things have energy. Thoughts, emotions, beliefs, activity, physical, absolutely physical actions. It's all energy moving, and it's all rippling in 100 directions, in a million directions, in a million ways, all the time. So finding stillness every now and then can be really good. And that's why the ancient ones, and throughout the ages, and all the greatest, wisest souls have said we need to do that every now and then. Stop and listen to within. Stop and maybe notice what's without us, outside of us. Look at nature. Look at our surroundings. Look in the mirror, even at our faces. Stop and take it in for a second and decide, okay, all right, because that's our little tiny vote. That's our little tiny vote. Everyone is doing it. But when we're doing it unconsciously, and when we're doing it reactively from fear, it's destabilizing. It's not coherent. It has what we would almost see as a malevolent aspect to it, which could be something leading towards entropy, which is another word for death, destructiveness. When things are reactive, emotionally charged, and fear-based, yeah. And by the way, in nature, it's not like, animals, they know fear. They know primal sensitivities to survival. Absolutely. But they are not neurotic. They don't just have fears of the fear of the idea of it might be in a moment when there's a lion coming our way. They don't do that. They are always in real time and in a real sensitivity to really what's going on, which sometimes it's time to have a conversation with that impala, says the lion, and it doesn't even know what it is it's doing other than it's hungry and it's going for it. It's going to have its moment where it tries to take out that impala, or that wildebeest or whatever. It's just happening, and it's not personal. It's just life moving. So we're not animals, but we have animalistic aspects. What we also have is a decision of conscious awareness that can decide to begin to assess more about what's driving us. And those are important assessments. So today, make a moment, clear a moment in your day. Strip away the layers of other biases and other things. Again, ideas. So many things ideas can produce that are reactionary because I thought this and I believed that and someone told me, and okay. But when we know that we've been influenced by a lot of powerful energies that want something to come out of it their way, and we know it's not, right, because we can tell, if you're really honest, you'll say, I don't know why, but that makes me uncomfortable. My gut's kind of going nuts. So whatever it is, remember we're voting all the time. Whether you vote, which I think everyone should vote in whatever country you live in, for democracy, I think it's a good thing. I think it's collective, right? Just like in nature. Everything is voting. Why not do it on the outer in our societies, in our cultures? It's a good thing. It's a beautiful manifestation of a bigger dream of humanity's greater potential to have everyone get to vote. Yeah. And so that's a good thing. The other part is knowing when it's time to let go and check in. to check in with what's inside us, to check in with our body energy, to check in with our mind heart field, and maybe start to find why we're here on this earth. What's that about? What are we really here for? Everything is okay. We're fed. We have a home, hopefully. We have loved ones, hopefully. We don't all. Some people are homeless. Some people are without a family. Some people have no apparent friend at the moment except a pet. That's all good. That's good. Just be okay with that for a moment. And then let life build on it. Build on it. Bring you towards greater connectivity with light and love and possibilities to remember more of why you're here. Yeah. The edginess of life is part of this journey. It can bring us to great, profound realizations. So, even the little irritations, all things have a point to them. I don't believe this is a random universe. I believe it is actually a quite pervasive potential for greatness. And it kind of leans in towards that potential for everyone. But thank you for thinking for a moment about your participation in life is like voting every moment, every day. Do it wherever you can in every way. But also do it because you feel something truthful inside you and simple. But also do it because you know we're doing it anyways. Sometimes when people choose not to participate in democracy, that's a vote, by the way. That's a vote. You can't escape it. It's happening no matter what you do with your energy. Even you are energetically putting out a signal to the universe. So don't be about all that doom and gloom. Be about that coherence and that potential formation of humanity, or at least groups of us who want to kind of help each other and help more of the whole, so we can all be in a better place more and more in this world, in this earth, and we can live with the animals and they can live with us, and there can be a lot of beautiful experiences here. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.